Calista Craig, Happy New Year and welcome to Popternative.
Thank you for having me. Happy New Year.
This is exciting. I mean, yesterday, the biggest show on the planet concluded, and
Yes.
it just like this show. You're on a TV show that basically took over the holiday season, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's really insane. I mean, the fact that each episode's dropped on a holiday was insane, or most of them dropped. But I
Yeah,
mean, all it's so insane.
absolutely. We're gonna kind of, we're gonna dive into the finale, but before that, I mean, audition processes are very different depending on shows. The skill for this one, coming into season 5, it's insane, right? So, like, were you aware that it was Stranger Things? Like, did they just tell you it was a Netflix project? Like, I'm just curious when you auditioned.
Yeah, so I was aware that it was Stranger Things, but for confidential wise, I did not get a lot of information on my character.
Okay.
I only got, that I was like a girly girl in the 80s and that I was gonna be playing Holly's like good friend. I think I got 3 scenes total, and 2 were from the show, and 1 was from it was the movie The Sixth Sense. I think it was
Yes.
just a scene, and it was just like to show my ability for like my emotions to like portray my
Yeah.
character for my audition. But overall, I mean, I only got 3 scenes and I auditioned. And a lot of people, I think, when they think of auditioning for a big show like this, they're gonna get so much information. They're gonna be able to show everything that they can. But really, I think not having as much information really kind of shows how you can portray the character and bring it to life.
Yep.
So I think that's why I kind of enjoyed auditioning for it because I didn't really get a lot of information. So I was just, trying to play my character off of what I knew.
Take me through, the final day of like getting on set to work on Stranger Things, because all the prep you could do is done, right? All the Zoom
Yeah.
conversations, all the table reads, that's done, right? That's the past.
Yeah.
You get there. What's that like? Finally, like, like the hair and like the glasses. Like, what's that like officially getting there to play this character?
Yeah, I mean, it was so surreal and insane because I had never done anything like this before. I'd only done small commercials. So the second I got on set with my mom, I was like, "This is insane. This place is huge." Like, because we were at the studio, so it was insane. And I think my first day, I filmed the scene. It was with Holly in the basement. It was like a flashback scene.
Yep.
That was my first day, so I got to work with Nell directly on my first day. She was amazing, and I was going to get my hair done in the makeup trailer, and I look to my left, and I see Sadie Sink sitting right next to me, and it was insane. I was like, I just watched it on my TV last night. Like, it was crazy. And after my final day, I mean, everyone was so welcoming too. I mean, it was insane. Everyone was so kind, and because I think Nell had also been there before me. But after filming, I just couldn't wrap my head around it, and then I was like, wait, I want to go back. I want to do it again. And yeah, no, it was so amazing, and
And
everyone was so.
it's crazy too, like the way season 5, like you're in a unique situation, like you and a lot of the kids and like the like Holly's friends and everything. You're in a very interesting situation because the way the episodes dropped, right? Like they did them in kind of segments, like the 3 volumes where it was like everyone at like volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, people were very interested in this new friend group, right? Like, was that kind of unique that you thought about that with like your family and friends, where it was like not all dropped at once? Like people kind of had
Yeah.
to like wait and like, okay, who are these new kids? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I think people like at first, like when the first 4 episodes dropped, they were kind of confused still on my character. They were like, "Who is she playing?" Because I think the final episode was episode 4, and that was the big Mac Z scene. So people were,
Yes.
I think, still trying to get to know my character. And then when the episodes on Christmas dropped, people went insane. They were like, "Oh my gosh!" There were so many mixed emotions about Mary. Um,
Yes.
and people were like, "Wait, I don't know if I like her, but like she's brainwashed." And then the final episode, I think it just kind of all came together and resolved as one. But I think it was insane to hear all of my friends' theories and family's theories because they really didn't know what to think. And so yeah, it was just really interesting to hear about that.
It's interesting as well too, because that you said that really well said in regards to like there was mixed like kind of mixed feelings about your character online, where it's like, is she a good friend, is she like no,
Yeah,
she isn't a good friend, you know what I mean? I mean, it
exactly.
I mean, that's kind of like, did Mary read like that, like even before filming? Like, did it read like that? Like, did you know you were gonna maybe get like a mixed kind of like emotions about your character like that, or not really?
That's a good question. Okay, I think I had an idea I was like evil. Like
Yeah.
I mean, not evil, but I had an
I don't
idea
know
that
if she's evil. That's so interesting because I do see some people are like, oh, I don't like this character at all, but like
yeah, yeah.
misunderstood.
Yeah, for my audition, I think it was the second scene I did, and the guy that was helping me tape, he was like, "Okay, this take," because I think we were allowed to do 2.
Mhm,
He was like, "Okay, this take, I want you to be really, like, evil about it," and, like, I
mhm.
started the scene, and I was like, I was very, like, grounded, and so I think that's why they were kinda like, "Oh, okay, she can, like, be a little feisty." But, I mean, I was getting the scenes as I was, like, filming, so I didn't really get the full storyline until, like, the day of each, scene that I had to do. But I was definitely like, "Oh, okay, Mary's getting a little feisty here." But no, it was insane to, like, see my character develop from the first episode all the way to the last.
It's interesting too, and like we're gonna get into the finale, but like this question just in general, like Mary is in a lot of different scenes, different settings, right? There's the school
Yeah.
scenes, there's the scenes at Holly's house, there's the school bus scene, there's the Creel house, all these different scenes, right? When you were filming them, like, did they feel like all of them were part of Stranger Things, or sometimes those scenes, because different settings, they're very different, did they feel like their own mini movie, mini project, specific scenes sometimes?
Yes, I mean, on set, they would be like, "Okay, guys, you ready to go film 3 movies?" Because like, each episode's, like, an hour long, so, like,
Yes.
it would be insane, but I feel like a lot of the time, though, I think because we got so close, we were friends on and off set as well, so I think it just kinda brought to life, while we were filming,
Mhm.
and so some scenes that we would do, I mean, all of it was scripted, but I think also we kind of just played around on set, so, like, the playground scenes, that was very, like, grabbing onto Holly, that was just, like, our friendship, and I feel like also other scenes too, like, with Derek, he's always just, spitting out lines, and everyone kinda makes him, like, giggle, but I think just being so close on set, it just kind of felt like, I don't know, we were just playing around, and I think all the cast has always said that, growing up, but I think being on such a great environment, everyone was just so close, and we just kinda played around, and it was fun.
And it's interesting because volume two, when the kids are taken by the military and the government and everything, you do have some scenes where, Finn and Noah are around and everything. So it's like you're not just with the kids. Was it cool that you were also really like able to have an ultimate Stranger Things experience where you got to kind of be
Yeah.
around like a lot of the cast? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was amazing. When we got to be on set with all I think at one point it was, this is spoiler warning for episode 8, but when all of
Absolutely.
us
Yeah,
were
yeah,
together,
yeah. Whoa, whoa.
um
We're gonna get into more things afterwards. So yeah, spoiler
yes,
alert.
yes, but well, when we were all together, I mean, it was insane. Like, I could not wrap my head around it, and I think the first time I met Millie on set, because like, Millie, like, I was obsessed with her.
Yeah.
That was, I think, when we were, like, running in the woods, and that was, like, my first day meeting her, and from that, I think we just all were together on set constantly, and it was amazing because I had been a fan of the show,
Mhm.
prior, and I started fully binge watching when I found out I booked it. So yeah, just, like, really being with them and soaking in all, like, the, energy around us, like, it was just so insane, and
Mhm.
I mean, I loved it. I wouldn't change anything.
Absolutely. All right, again, spoilers, because now we're talking finale. There's something
Yes.
I do because I just get so excited. I do this thing, Calista, called whispering for emphasis. So I'm going to do this right now. Okay. So you ready for this? Okay.
Okay.
You're part of the final scene ever of Stranger Things.
Yes.
Like, crazy, right?
Insane, insane. I know,
Do you
I
get the
could
scripts in, but like, and that's my first question. Maybe you saw it coming because they give you the scripts in advance, but like, maybe they didn't give you the scripts, right? Like, did you know you were part of the final scene of Stranger Things, the Dungeon and Dragon scene?
no, I had no idea until I think, like, maybe, like, a day before or, like, the day of. I think I knew the day before, but, like, I got my actual, like, lines and script the day of, and it was insane, and I knew it was, like, gonna be, like, a year and a half later. I knew there was gonna be, like, some sort of, like, change, like, that's why we were coming back. Because I mean, the last you saw us was when was it? Like, we were just running,
Yeah.
like, we were, like, escaping, and this is so then, like, that was our final day on set, everyone was saying goodbye, and then they were like, "Okay, yeah, but you guys are, like, gonna come back, and you're gonna film this last scene."
Mhm.
And it was insane, and it was also the other, what was it? Finn and Sadie and, Gaten and Noah, it was all their final day too, so we were all just living in the moment together and experiencing it all together.
And what was it like filming that specific Dungeons and Dragons scene? Was there any kind of like, did you all feel like you had to do like Dungeons and Dragons research? Did you play before? Like, did you just go in
No.
there and just be sassy about stuff? You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
Mary's like, oh my God, this is for nerds. This is for geeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, yeah,
what was
yes.
it like actually filming with Nell, Jake, and everyone?
It was so fun. I think also, I mean, we had a couple scripted lines, but other than that, I think that was all improv. Like we were just all improving in the scene and, Derek spitting out his like funny lines. And I think we just were all playing around because I mean that's what they would do in the basement. They would just play D&D. I think the scene was trying to portray just like Holly trying to, find what this game is and trying to like tell everyone about it and we're just all playing around and yeah, no, it was so fun. I think that was one of my favorite day on set doing that. And
Yeah.
I love that scene.
Absolutely. A lot of the things that you shot, was it kind of like, was it in order to an extent, or were there a lot of scenes that were kind of out of order? Because again, like I feel like the kids, there's just so many different types of scenes. So I feel like even like the Creel House stuff, like I feel like that was probably like its own mini movie where you were probably there
Yeah.
for like, weeks, you know what I mean? Just doing that stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was surprisingly all out of order. Just because of I don't want to say confidential wise, but also just because I mean that's just how it went. I think they
Yeah.
were also still writing too, how
Mhm.
the ending like when they first started filming, they had no idea how it was going to end. Um, and so yeah, I mean it was just insane. And yeah, I mean like one day I would come on set and I'd be filming like a scene that you guys saw like what like I mean in like volume 2
Yeah.
and then but it'd be like my first day still and like all the Krill house scenes that was in like October so we were like in the middle of filming like it was just all out of order and crazy so it was kind of hard to like understand like what
Mhm.
was really happening until we like really shot it
Yeah.
but other than that yeah it was crazy.
And I feel like your answer is gonna change, as time goes by, because it's very fresh. Like the finale just came out yesterday, but
Yeah.
you were part of, volume two and volume one and volume two. What is your favorite thing right now about being part of the Stranger Things universe? Like, is there something you like the most about it specifically?
I don't know. I think just all the connections I made with everyone. I mean, because we started off as strangers and now we're family. And I think we were just together all the time and just the connections, not only with the kids, but with the other cast, looking down on us because I mean, they were in our shoes 10 years ago.
Mhm.
And I mean, it was just so special to have that connection with everyone. And also all of it, I think when people watch the show, they just think, actors, like that's what makes a show, but it's everything that goes behind off camera too. Like all the cast and the crew were amazing, and the fans too. I mean, the show would not be the same without the fans,
Mhm.
and I'm just beyond grateful for everything. But yeah, I would just say all the connections I made with everyone was just so special to me, and I will remember it forever.
The best soundtracks, 80s. Do you feel like you're obligated now to be a big fan of 80s music after being part of
Yes,
Stranger
I do.
Things?
I do. Like I feel like now I'm like, okay, wow, like I really love these songs now because I never listened to 80s music, and now that I hear them on the soundtrack, I love them now.
Absolutely. Craziness season 5 of Stranger Things, all volumes now available on Netflix worldwide. So there is a chance though that if they're watching this interview right now, they have seen the show. But we're gonna just put the spoilers in there as well. But Calista, thank you so much and congratulations. Seriously, I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And you are on Instagram and TikTok, so people could follow
Yes.
you there as well, right? I think it's
Yes.
just your name for Instagram, but it's different for TikTok, right? Like
T-
the handle.
TikTok is TikTok is Calista Craig. My username is Calista.crazy though.
Yeah,
And then Instagram is all the same. It's Calista_Craig_ and Calista Craig.
absolutely. Well, this has been
Yeah.
Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. You can catch Calista Craig, of course, as Mary in Stranger Things Season 5. Till next time, this is Calista and Peter Beats, signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.